Schaefer, and I am a junior student at Ohio University working in the Institute for Sustainable Energy and the Environment. And today we're going to do a demonstration of one of our experiments that we do. All right, so to get started, we're going to start with the calcium carbonate precipitation at a low pH. So the first step is going to be creating the solution of 100 milliliters of vinegar and 100 milliliters of drinking water in a beaker or cup. We're going to add 10 grams or about 2 spoonfuls of calcium chloride into the solution that we just prepared. And we're going to stir with a spoon. So next we're going to use our solution and put it into the sparger at a rate of 270 cubic centimeters per minute, or 5 on the rotometer. And at the same time we're going to add 50 drops of 2 molar sodium hydroxide. After we remove it from the sparger, we're going to stir with a spoon for another minute. You can see that there's no precipitation in the bottom of our glass, and that's because our reaction only works at a high pH, and this was done at a low pH in an acidic condition. Next, we're going to repeat the bubbling process again, adding more sodium hydroxide. But this time, we're not going to see any precipitation at the end because, again, this reaction needs to be done in basic conditions or at a high pH. Next, we're going to set up the reaction for basic conditions in alkaline drinking water. So to start, we're going to add 200 milliliters of this alkaline drinking water to our flask. Next, we're going to add 10 grams of calcium chloride, or about 2 spoonfuls again, to our solution. And we're going to stir vigorously for a spoon. All right, we're going to now bubble this solution again at 270 cubic centimeters per minute, or 5 again on the rotometer scale. And again, we're going to add 50 drops of 2 molar sodium hydroxide while we bubble. This time you can see we got much more precipitation because we're in basic conditions. And now we're going to go in with a spoon and stir vigorously for another minute. All right, next we're going to bubble this again for another minute at 270 cubic centimeters per minute and 5 on the rotometer scale. And we're going to add 50 more drops of sodium hydroxide while we do it. As you can see in our solution, it looks pretty milky, and that's because there's a lot of crystals present in the solution, and if we let it sit for a few minutes, they'll settle to the bottom and it'll look like a clear solution with all this white powder at the bottom. And we can actually compare it to the first one we did, and we can see there's no milkiness in this one at all. And there's a lot of milkiness in this one, and that's because we did this one in basic conditions at high pH.